Hello and welcome to this opening of this week's vlog and today's reading debate, or just today's debate. And I have finished Interesting Facts About Space, and this makes it my 48th book this month. Woohoo! And what it's about is just this girl, Enid, who works for NASA, and she just, throughout the book, she just gives you like random facts about space, and it's just about like her life, how like she goes on dates, so her mom plays a big part in it, and same with her stepsisters. She didn't really grow up with her stepsisters, but they are part of her life now, and like that's just kind of part of it. But overall, it's a really well book. Right, I enjoyed it. I started it yesterday, so reading it in like 2 days, like mainly today, I would say it was really good. It was a good page turner. I would recommend. Just a cutesy little book about this one girl's kind of life, right? Thumbs up. Would highly recommend, which means that I have one more book of the month book to read, but I think I might read Yellowface first. I don't know, right? But we'll see. We're going to read the descriptions in both of them, and we're going to go from there. Alright, but interesting facts about space. Woohoo! Alright, bye! Hello, and welcome everybody to today's, this particular debate, this reading debate. And as you can see, because it's the first of the month, happy April Fool's Day. Hello, April, right? Am I right? Oh my gosh. So, my I could get 8 books from Hoopla, and because I was 8 away from my reading goal of April, I got like kind of 8 junior books and graphic novels. So I read 2 Diaries of a Wimpy kid books, which were really good, definitely meant for boys. And then I read, the Dork Diaries, the first one, and I think this is, that's the first one. I'm not sure what number, not so popular part of girl is, but I think I kind of liked how Diary of a Wimpy Kid was kind of written more, but Dork Diary is fantastic. I do like the journal format. That is fantastic. And of course, because I like the Princess Diaries, I do like the diary format. And the Dork Diaries was so super cute. I think I liked it more just because it is like meant for girls, and I am a girl, and it was just very well done. Kaleidoscope is another Brian Selznick book. Really great story about this young boy who, if you look through things through a kaleidoscope, you do get different perspectives, and you do get to experience new and different things, kind of like the never-ending story. I think I understand why Kaleidoscope is some people's favorites out of him, or from Brian Selznick, but The Invention of Hugo Cabret, I think is going to be my favorite, and then Kaleidoscope from him, right? But again, like the artwork is fantastic. Not Enough is just about this young girl named Nat who is, she's going through school and having a rough go, but it's not until she decides that to be part of an art project that everybody sees that she is talented, and she wins an award, and she realizes that she is enough, and it's great. Right? And then I read Drama by Raina and Telgemeier, which is like another great, I've read a bunch of her graphic novels, and it was great. I really enjoyed it. It's just about this girl. They're part of the drama. She's a kind of a stagehand, but she wants to be a star of the show, and she is going to try again next year, but it's just, just how everything at that age is just total drama, especially when you're in the drama club. And then you got The Sisters by Christophe Cazenove, and I thought it was really well done. It's just a true description of like how sisters can go to enemies, to lovers, and then back to being enemies again, and how it's just a relationship that sisters can have, and I thought it was really well done. Thumbs up. Okay. Out of all of them, I think that Not Enough was actually surprisingly good drama. Kaleidoscope and The Dork Diaries. If I had to choose one, maybe Not Enough, right? But Dork Diaries for sure. I mean, I think I'm just like really happy that I read the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, so now I know what everybody's talking about. But yeah, but my 8 titles for April is now all gone and done for the month of April. So I have to wait another month for them to roll over, which is fine because I am now, because I've read so many junior books and graphic novels, I have now completed my reading goal in the first third of the year. Yay, go me, pat the back, clap, woohoo, right? So, but I think I might try OneDrive from Hoopla to see, or not Hoopla, OneDrive and Hoopla are two separate apps, to see if I can borrow other books. But again, I do volunteer at the bookstore and I am at the library 3 times a week. So just getting books isn't that hard. And I also borrow books and have a Kobo. So I have a shortness of books is something I do not know. Right? So I think I'm going to start reading Yellowface. And I think that'll be great. But other than that, I'm having a great day. The sun is out. It's fantastic. Spring is here. And the warm weather is finally here. So gotta have a thumbs up for that, right? Woohoo! Alright, so that's kind of it for now. This little dip in. Gonna go enjoy the rest of my day. Apply to some jobs and just really relax and take it easy. Alright, hopefully everybody's enjoying themselves and we'll catch you later. Bye. This dip it. I have started reading Yellowface and I'm a little over 100 pages in and I have about 200 pages left and I like it. I understand the hype about it and just kind of the publishing industry and getting a little bit more information about that and just kind of like maybe a little bit of culture appropriation and just I'm kind of liking how the story is being formed and just how you never know when people can assume things about you and about other people, and I really like that, right? And yeah, I just I really do enjoy reading this book so far, and yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna go from there, but yeah, I just wanted to pop in and let you guys know that so far so good, and I'm really enjoying it. Alright, bye. Alright, welcome to today's debate. I have now finished Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. Yay! Oh my gosh, it's so good. Especially the ending was just unexpected. I really, that it was a double cross gone wrong, and how it was just, I didn't really expect that. I wasn't really thinking or anticipating it, but I'm happy that it happened. I'm happy that it turned out this way, and I think, oh my gosh, it really is just, I did not realize that the publishing industry was that cutthroat. Not that I've really looked into the publishing industry at all, but I didn't realize that one thing could lead to another and that it could really ruin you as a person or even as an author, right? And it is always better to have your own story put out there first, right? And to change the narrative or to have the narrative in your own favor, right? That is true, right? So the story is about this girl, she Junie or Juniper, that her best friend dies, and when she dies there's this manuscript. She ends up taking this manuscript and editing it to the point where it's basically hers, publishing it, making all this money off of it, but then there's this big hoax that that it's fake, that she didn't actually really write it, and it turned she ends up, she knows it's true, people catch on to her, but yeah, I was really kind of surprised by it. The other book that R.F. Kuang has written was Babel. Loved that book. That was really good. To the point where I'm kind of wanting to get that book, a copy for myself, just to reread it because it was so good. Now, I don't know what book I'm going to read next. I know that A River Enchanted, A Discovery of Riches, or What the River Knows is probably what I should be reading next, but I did just find out that The Good, the Bad, and the Aunties, which is the third book in the Dial A for Aunties series, just came out. So I'm really interested or considering getting that for my Kobo, because the first one, it was just so funny. The second one, it was alright, right? So but I just want to I just want to read it. You know what I mean? You read the first two, might as well read the third one, right? It's going to be a funny novel, right? Which could be, a little like lighthearted thing after this serious book. I don't know. So I'm just going to take a little bit of a break right now from reading, and I'll get back to you with which book I'm going to be reading next. Alright. Bye. Hello and welcome to this Divot. So what I've done is that I decided to bite the bullet, and I downloaded on my Kobo, or I bought, The Good, the Bad, and the Aunties. I forget her name, but she wrote to Dial A for Aunties and the sequel to it. Oh my gosh, can't believe I don't have this, by Jessie Q. Sutanto, and Aunties in a Wedding, and then now The Good, the Bad, and the Aunties. And I must say, like, it's just, if you've ever read these books before, they are all about the shenanigans. It's just the random shenanigans that they get themselves into. It's a very humorous book and how they get out. So what The Good, the Bad, and the Aunties is all about. It's about so it follows like the main character, Medi, and her and her husband go into Indonesia for as part of their honeymoon for a few days before they go to Bali, I think. But anyways, and at first, because there's a lot of cartel that are there, that their cousin said they need to get this deed that the cousin or says that they need to get for this like property to give to one of the cartels, right? They end up losing it, and they have to get it from one of their cousins to be able to do that, right? And then as part of that, before they were able to get the deed, that as hostage they kept Medi's husband, but they ended up getting the deed and getting her husband Nathan back, which was totally fine, right? But then the second auntie gets kidnapped by another cartel. So the first cartel woman had ended up helping Medi and her aunt get her back. And it's just like all this like shenanigans, and it's just, oh my gosh. And it's so funny, just like the kind of like language barriers and how like ridiculous it all can be. I'm really happy that I read it. It was a very quick read. I obviously just like read it in a day, so which means I've read 2 books in one day, which a lot of reading. So I don't know, I'm gonna wait until tomorrow to decide which book I'm going to read next, but it's going to be either A Discovery of Witches, A River Enchanted, and What the River Knows. I have a feeling it's probably going to be A River Enchanted or What the River Knows, but we'll see. Right? That is tomorrow's decision to make, but yes, rest to reading 4 books in one day, especially The Good, the Bad, and the Aunties by Jessie. Hello and welcome to today's Divot. So what's really going on is that I've decided that I'm going to read A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. Oh my gosh. So I started to read this book a couple of weeks ago on my rereader, couldn't get into it, so like I read like a couple chapters and it kind of just went in one ear and out the other. So I was just like, kind of felt like a waste of time, but from what I do remember and from hearing other booktubers talk about it, it does seem and sound like a really good story, so I kind of want to go read it, right? So I figured that I would, now that I have like the physical book, that if I like it, kind of maybe that will be a little bit easier for me to get into. If it's not, then like whatever, then I can just return it to the library on Saturday and let that be that. But I want to give it another chance because I feel like I am going to like it, and it's going to be a fantasy type story. And then I will read What the River Knows afterwards. Right? Oh yeah, and then my book of the month order is coming, and because it's my birthday month, I was able to pick out 2 books for free. Right, well, one's a credit, and then I got like a birthday book, right? So, but still, that's really awesome, and can't wait to show you what books those are when they do come. hopefully next week, which I think will be fantastic and it'll be so much fun. All right, so that is kind of it. And I have also applied to a bunch of different jobs today. I think it was a lot. So I think I got 8 today, and then yesterday I applied to like 6 or 7. So I'm well on my way to helping, and the library also knows that I'm looking for extra hours. So I will be back to being a working girl, working twice as much as I did before, and that's all anybody can hope for and ask for. So yeah, everything's turning great. Oh yeah, and then it was also like super rainy and kind of overcast this morning, but now the sun is shining and it's super great. All right. Bye. Alright, hello everyone, welcome to this reading debate. So I got another library haul. I got Buffy the Vampire Slayer, New School Nightmare by Carolyn and Nowak. Ooh, right? And this is a junior one. I thought it'd just be cute, like, right? And I'm a big fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And then, who knew that Neil Patrick Harris had a line of books, or chapter books, and this one is The Magic Misfits, right? So it kind of fits out perfectly now that he is like a bit of a magician himself, so that's kind of great there. And then it was like so cute. One of the librarians, she made me this cute little cat bookmark. Oh yay! So I'm gonna be using that as I'm reading the 2 graphic novels, right? So, and then I've also started reading A River Enchanted. Now here's the thing. I tried reading this, like, the first chapter in the book. I was falling asleep and I was like, oh, not again. Did I just, like, waste my time? Like, I was like, maybe this isn't the right timing for this book. I don't know. But then I started reading it on my e-reader and I was like, oh, well, this makes sense, right? And I actually comprehended what I read. So I'm going to try doing a mix of both the e-reader and the River Enchanted, or like the actual book, to see if I can get through it, because from what I've read and taken in, really good. I like it, right? So that's that. And then you may have heard a buzzing. I am playing Pokemon Go with my little Poke Clicker here because I am so close to leveling up to level 45, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to level up tonight, and hopefully I can get it so high that my daily bonuses will get me over the edge. I'm just, fingers crossed. I really, really, really just want to be, level 45, and I can start getting points for that. For me, Pokemon Go is just more about the points than anything else, but yeah, right, here's hoping that I can get to level 45 tonight. No, it's not the end of the world if I don't, but library haul, woohoo, and I hopefully will eventually soon not be getting any more library books. But while I was at the library on my break, I actually did end up reading one book and one graphic novel, and it is the Eerie Tales from the School of Screams by Annable. And what it was about, it was just finding eerie stories to read about, and I just thought that it was super cute, right? Just like the 3 different stories that were told, just like little ghost stories, and I think it's like super cute that like little kids are into scary stories as well. Right? But yeah, that was kind of it. So wanted to check in, drop in, and let you guys all know what's going on. Alright, bye! Alright, so welcome to this reading debate, and I thought this, so I finished reading Buffy the Vampire Slayer New School Nightmare, and I thought it was just super cute. What it's about is just Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She moves to Cleveland after her parents' divorce to just to move, and so she knows that she's the Slayer, and there's like different parts of like the graphic novel where you got like the journal entries, which I thought was a great added touch, and then there's also like these text messages, which I thought was also great for it, and it's very modern and of today versus the TV show, and it's just, I don't know, really fantastic. And of course she's got her friends who can help her out, and there's like the garlic bombs, because of vampires in very classic fashion are allergic to her garlic, so That it was like really cute, really well done, very modern again with the text messaging, and it's just there's like a few jokes in there about like how vampires are like they are part of the like Slytherin house kind of a thing, right? And of course, what is Buffy without Mr. Pointy, right? I would recommend it was a cute little graphic novel to just remember Buffy the Vampire Slayer with, right? I would highly recommend, and I'm happy that I picked it up to read it. Very cutesy. Hello, and welcome to this reading debate. So, at the library last night when I was working, I saw that they had a Big Tree by Brian Selznick in the library. Did not know that, so now I feel bad for borrowing or wasting my credit on it on Hoopla, because I just could have borrowed it from the library. But you never know, right? But when I was at the library again tonight, I saw that they had these like junior like comic strips or like little graphic novels called Pizza and Taco, and it's just about this slice of pizza and this taco who are best friends, and they have these little adventures together, and they have the most adorable saying, which is big jump, fist bump, butt bump. And I don't know, I feel like I want to use that in my everyday life, and I want to make sure that I can, maybe, I don't know, I wish like I was a kid and I could like do that with my friends or something like that. I think that's just so adorable. And I'm so happy that today I finally got to level 45 in Pokemon Go. Woohoo! Yes, I'm probably one of the few people in life that still play Pokemon Go, but I don't care. I love it and I have lots of fun, right? So that's just what it is. So I guess the moral of the story right now is just to have a big jump, fist bump, and then do a butt bump. I don't know. They were just so cute. Alright, bye. Hello, and welcome to this reading debate. I've decided to DNF The Magical Misfits by Neil Patrick Harris because one is that I keep trying to read it, but I'm like reading it and I'm like keep turning the pages and I'm not really paying attention to it because I really don't care. Because I think that I have 100% a lot better things to be reading, and I want to be reading that, and I just feel like I've just like wasted the last like hour of my time trying to read it when I could have been doing other things. And that there's 4 books in this series, and I think like I can borrow them from the library. I was going to say I can rent them from the library. Borrow, rent, same thing, right? But I don't know, and it's just about these like 4 kids. It's mainly following Carter and how they're trying to get rid of or away from Bobozo, like the bad guys, and how like they're just trying to do a whole bunch of different things, and how like they're having fun doing it, and it's really good from what I can pick up. But I don't think I'd be able to read any of the other ones, which is fine. But I don't know. And I think that this is the kind of like the first book that I've like DNF'd. I've probably should have DNF'd a lot of books sooner if I'm not really, I can't get that hour back. But you know what? I could have spent that hour reading something else, and I should have been doing that. But I want to say like points for effort because I was trying to read. But if I'm being honest with myself and being honest with you, like it's just, right? Maybe a different time, different light. I will borrow it again from the library and see what happens. You know what I mean? But for right now, it's going to go back to the library. And then I'm going to, I'm going to watch some TV and then go to bed. Oh my gosh, just the night I'm having. It's raining outside, so it's nice just to cozy up behind a blanket, and that's it. Alright, hello and welcome to this reading debate. So I'm just going to take the night off right now from reading. I had a very busy day and I just kind of want to put my feet up, relax. I think I am going to knit some because I do want to finish that project just for the sake of finishing it, so that way I can move on to something else. Because I've already kind of lost interest in a lot of other things, and it's just, very nice to get things done and out of the way, which is always a good feeling. Maybe play some video games. I don't know, right? But it is what it is, and I feel like I just need to relax. And sometimes when you have to listen to your body and just take the night off, hopefully everybody's doing all right, and that, I don't know, if anybody is willing to go do some shopping, go out and know that there's a lot of things on clearance, because we are heading into spring and summer, so there is a lot of sales and winter stuff, you know, so always be a season up behind, but we're still in for some cool nights, so that is my suggestion for the day. And shoes are important, never cheap at old nose. Alright, bye! Hello and welcome to this reading debate. So, I have tried yet again to continue reading A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. I just can't do it. I don't know what it is. I keep avoiding trying to read. I keep reading the same things over and over again. Not doing it. So, I feel like I'm really assuming it's just right time, right place. I don't know what it is about this book. I'm just going to give it back to the library, and we're going to go from there. So I do have it on my e-reader, so if I do want to pick it back up, I will, but I'm not going to force myself to finish it, because I'm just going in one eye and out the other. Not comprehending it, do not like it, I don't know. And so I think I'm going to choose to read What the River Knows, by Isabel Bunzel. I think I might do that, or The Discovery of Riches. But I don't know. That's tomorrow's problem. It's too late right now. I'm gonna get back to my knitting. Do something. I don't even know. Right? I think it just frustrates me a little bit that I keep trying to read this book because I know it's going to be great, but I just can't. Hello, and welcome everybody to today's reading debate. So I'd just like to close off the vlog right here and thank everybody for tuning in. I've read some graphic novels, I've read some junior books, I've read some adult books, and I've DNF'd 2 books. And I also got a really cool bookmark, woohoo! Kitty. Alright, sorry. Alright, so that is just, it's been a very kind of productive week. I've knitted some, not as much as what I should have, but you know what? It is what it is. Right? I've done stuff, you know, read a lot, productive week. That's all you can hope for. Went out for some walks, and today is still young. It's still the morning. I can figure out to do anything. Very interesting, right? And so I just hope that everybody's week is filled with lots of happiness, and that you get to watch the eclipse tomorrow. I don't know if you care about it, but hopefully you do. I do, and I'm happy that I get to go see it. Excited! Alright, bye! See y'all next week. Take care.